Good morning and happy Sanctified Sunday to you. This is a 5-minute fill-up pre-recording and I hope it blesses your soul. Listen, this morning as I got up and I began to prepare for worship, as I went into worship, because we need to understand that worship is wherever we are and He is. My God. I was listening to an excerpt of a song by Juanita Bynum called I Don't Mind Waiting. And the Spirit of the Lord just began to minister to me and open up to me about a current situation that I'm dealing with in my life right now. And that I know that I'm in the midst of a testimony, but that it's not over. And so God says that it's not the season to share. But He began to minister to me and just remind me that there are going to be times in our lives when we recognize, hopefully, that we're in the midst of a season that shall not be always. And God began to say and ask, how will we operate when we are in those seasons? When we know that we're waiting, but we know that the God that has the answer is going to send the answer, but we just don't know when. How is it that we're going to worship? Or how is it that we're going to manifest ourselves in those moments? Will we worship? Or will we be waiting with a spirit of depression and wondering and waiting and not trusting Him? And God just took me back to a story in the Bible of Lazarus and Mary and Martha, and the story of Lazarus when he died, and how Mary and Martha spirits were crushed because they had summons for God and they were waiting on Him, and He did not show up when they thought that He should. And our 30 Daughters theme this month is It's Revival Time. And God just said that there are so many times in our lives that we have to realize that some seasons are going to have to be a season where something dies before a revival can happen. Because there is no revival unless something dies and something is dormant. But if you hold on to the faith and the belief that though it has died, it shall be revived, that is where your blessing is going to be. Lazarus could not just have been sick in order for the testimony of his resurrection to be realized. He had to be sick and he had to die. And to make it in the fashion of God, he had to be good and dead, as I like to say when I minister on this story. And so the song says by Juanita Bynum, I don't mind waiting. And so if Mary and Martha had only had in their spirits, because they understood that Lazarus was going to be resurrected, they would have had in their spirit, I don't mind waiting. Listen, I'm going to drop the link to that song in the comments of this 5-minute fill up. Just take a moment to listen to the excerpt and apply it to your life. Whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you feel that cannot be resurrected, I ask you today to have a spirit of resurrection worship in your season of waiting. And just tell somebody, I don't mind waiting on the Lord. Because you understand that God is the God of resurrection. Listen, if you hear this message before you go to worship, I want you to worship Him today like you know that He's going to do it. If you listen to this message after worship, I want you to thank Him and worship Him like He's already done it. If you're not going into a physical place, I want you to find you a space of consecration. And I want you to begin to thank Him and commune with Him and say, God, I don't mind waiting on you. I don't mind waiting on the testimony, because I know that the testimony is on its way. Though this season seems like there is no resurrection in sight, I know that you're a God of second chance. You're a God of renewal. And I know resurrection is what you do. My Lord God. 5 Minute Philip has gone down. Listen, be the fragrance in the room today, wherever you go. Show the love of God. Leave remnants of him drip drop, leading the people right back to him. Will you please leave the fingerprint of God and be destined to be the change that you want to see? It's resurrection time. Tell somebody, I'm waiting for the resurrection so that I can share the testimony. May you be blessed. Bye-bye.